Okay, so today we're going to go through how to sign your welcome package with Valleyview Co-op. So you will get an email with a welcome package from Valleyview Co-op in your inbox. And what you can do is you can click on that email and it will bring you to you're at home here, Valleyview Co-op, request your signature on the Co-op welcome package. In order to open the welcome package, you're going to click on the review and sign button or the review and sign that's highlighted in blue. Once you do that, you'll actually be signed in to review and sign the forms. So Adobe Sign will open up, and at the bottom, you need to acknowledge that you've read the Adobe Terms of Use and to see the privacy policy. Once you've done that, you can click the Continue button at the bottom of the page. Once you click the Continue button, it will actually open up the form so that you can start to fill that in. At the top here, you'll see a speech bubble, and that will give you your message of what you're being requested to do. So in this particular case, Valleyview Co-op is asking you to fill out this paperwork before your first day and submit it in the next 48 hours. Right beside the speech bubble, there is a label that says next required field, and it lists the number of required fields that are needed to be completed in order to submit your forms. You will start right here with the start arrow, and you can start filling in the form. All mandatory fields are highlighted with red asterisks, so you know, or a red star, so you know that those form fields need to be completed in order to finish. Some fields do not. You can see them highlighted in yellow. Have an asterisk, so they're not required, but if you'd like to provide that information to us, that will give us a more complete file. So we'll go to each one of the fields and start to fill these in. First of all, with personal details and then contact information. It has direct deposit information. So these are required fields, so you will need to fill in the name of your financial institution, and then give us what's called EFT information. And basically that's your account number that you would like your pay deposited in. If you're unaware of what your account information is, you'll need to contact your financial institution or bank in order to have them provide that to you. You might also be able to find that information if you have a mobile bank app. Quite often the deposit information can be found on your application. The next section is emergency contact, and we will require at least one emergency contact with contact information. If you're coming on a work permit or visa, then you can fill in the type of visa, expiration date, and the ID information there. Finally, we're going to ask for consent. Of course, we're collecting personal information, so we're going to need you to sign off to say that we are acknowledging we have that ability to do that. And once you click sign here, it'll open up a signature panel where you can complete your signature either by using your mouse or taking a photo, selecting an image that's already on your computer or your phone. Once you have a signature done, you'll need to enter in your name and click apply. And that signature then can be used in the forms going forward. The next form is the personal tax credit return. There's some asterisk fields that are required, and there's some information on the left-hand side about all the different tax credits you may qualify for. So you're asked to read through those and fill in on the right-hand side the amounts that you would be eligible for. Most commonly, people are eligible for the basic personal amount, which is $13,808. And what you would do is total up the entire right-hand side and put it in line 13, which is the total amount claimed. There's additional information of some options that you can apply for tax credits. If you don't qualify for them or don't choose to take those, the last part is to click this sign here to have your signature added to the bottom of that particular form. The next one is the 2021 Manitoba Personal Tax Return. Similar information to the TD1, has slightly different amounts for your basic personal amount, However, you can read through those, and finally, once completed, you'll put in the total amount on the right-hand side in line 13. The second page of the form has another area for a signature, so you'll sign off, and that completes that form. The next form is called the Employee Application for Fidelity Bond. There's some employee information that you are required to fill in at the top, as well as some background questions that are required to be answered. So they're yes, no, you'll click yes or no once reading those questions. If you have previous employment, we ask that be listed for the past 5 years. And then we'll finally have you sign off on the date and signature at the bottom of the form. If you're working in an environment that sells tobacco or tobacco products, we will have you review some information about the Tobacco Act. Once you've read all the statements, your employee agreement would be to sign beside each of the statements as acknowledgement of your understanding. The uniform order form, you need to fill in your personal information and then give us an estimate of the size of uniform that you would require. This is broken into shirts, jacket, and pants, and by location. Gas bars and agro centers have polo shirts with reflectors in the shirt, so you'll apply for those at the time. Finally, if you're in a unionized location, you will have been sent a membership application for the union that's in place at your workplace. In this particular case, you would fill in the blanks and click here to sign to add your signature to the bottom of the form. Once you've completed all the mandatory fields and your next required field is listed as not having any left. In this particular case, we have one left. When I click on it, it takes me to the blank that has doesn't have a correct date entered. So I will correct that. And then you'll see that at the top here, required fields are completed is now listed. So meaning we filled in all the required mandatory fields. And then you'll see at the bottom of the screen, it's now come up with a click here to sign to complete the forms. By signing, I agree to both the agreement and the consumer disclosure. So you can take a peek at the consumer disclosure, and then you'll click sign here to submit those forms. You'll see that it processes the document, and then you'll get a message saying you're all set, you finished signing the Co-op Welcome Package, and you also have the ability to download a copy of what you just signed. Once you see that screen, you can rest assured that we have been sent the material that's necessary in order to set up your employee file.